Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give us some. Let's reflect.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What a run the ball has done.
They'll start on the ground. Carter, he'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury and having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
On play action. Love to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First carry now for... No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him on. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They find some open field here. 25 yards the pickup there, also a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys that could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
These two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play. Here's safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Not big at all.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
Bro, you have to hit me with that. You legit have to
Sacked the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throwing now is Wentz. Man open, here is Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's now a 7-2 ball game.
I'm going to put Marcus Mariota in for it. Okay, to see how he does.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Love. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. To the 27-yard line. The Jets at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Love. Touchdown. Will Fuller from 40 yards out. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do some. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, and Edwards aware. I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz.
You have to let go of the ball, bro. Like, he legit shoot that. He has to go, bro.
Getting home there for a loss of 11. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On first down, Wentz. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Edwards-Helaire. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
What is he doing?
Defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take it.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Love now. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Running the slant. That's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Love now to pass on first down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Oh, what the fuck are these interceptions in?
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission.
But we both
now
just
the
gonna pick
interception,
back-to-back
and their
without
opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Throwing. Love. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Help me out here a little bit.
I'm ready to play
Because
with
what I'm
shooter
saying
for like
is a
5
passing
minutes.
game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
That's a screenplay here for Carter.
I can't hear
Now the
anything.
Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Wentz on third down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Oh, bro, so
Wentz is
fucking
intercepted
weak of
yet
an arm,
again.
bro.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 93 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Back to Taylor on first down. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On second and 11 now. Wentz. Complete to Jones.
I can't hear anything.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
You said you got somebody
there,
from the
26 yards.
That's all I heard.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Yeah.
Edwards-Helaire. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
Right.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Yeah, you got blessed
Extra
with the
point
corners.
from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 2.
What does he play? What does he play?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And some room to run now. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it. You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for such... Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Tyler Lockett, an 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
I just got a field goal block.
Whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there. Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
I'm going to take him to the crib.
As it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Yeah, I'm going to take him to the crib.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Now Wentz throwing on second down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again. It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive guy, what's going on the defense? That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Third and long for Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Who?
Throwing on first is Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
What do you think about
he'll be brought down at the 27. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wentz now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
No, we're not.
So the holding call on the offense. So they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. To the right side, this is Taylor. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Quick slant here to Woods. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that play is a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception.
He has to fucking go, bro.
By Marcus Williams. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if
No, bro, I can't fucking win like
interceptions,
this,
is that
bro.
the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
Because exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First and 10, Taylor now. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run here with Taylor. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Taylor is in. Touchdown Jets. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for... Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the 29, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the Dolphins first down as they manage to convert.
I don't want weak ass Mike Jones. I'm going to be even more pissed. Nigga, you don't even want him. He's not my style either, so why the fuck would I want him? I'm just saying, why would I want him? Bro, you know my fucking style. This is not no fucking sit in the pocket ass quarterback.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
Oh my Lord.
He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
No, I'm already going to have a high. God.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 and the 19.
No, I'm just saying I'm going to fall within a good
It's rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you...
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping and truck out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm
he got Garoppolo. I'm about to see if I can get that nigga.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game.
Oh, I'll take him over fucking Wentz.
Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind.
Forgot that Wentz doing that. I'm saying he has better accuracy if he's going to sit in the pocket. And Jordan Love's stats are worse than fucking Wentz.
Turn it up hop, I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. Visor
told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
I just like the way he plays. Yeah, I could develop him. This nigga's development is like down. Because, yes, if I'm gonna trade, I'm gonna trade for somebody that's like better than what the fuck I have right now. I said I could develop, and I didn't know that nigga was slow for real, for real.
Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
It was also his starter.